Well, it's cruise time again, and we are helping close down Mexico for the 2025-2026 winter-spring season as the Norwegian Jade prepares to leave the Mexican Riviera and return to Alaska to start its summer season in the 49th state. We are sailing the final sailing that the Jade has this spring in the Mexican Riviera.
I'm Susan, this is Matthew, and welcome to our cruise preview video of our 7-night Mexican Riviera round trip out of San Diego. Look what I found! Look what I found! Look what I found! So excited!
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Susan. Together we love to travel.
One of our favorite places to be
Is aboard a Norwegian ship at sea.
good food, drinks, and friends.
Make a relaxing trip indeed,
So come along with us.
as we let the sea set us free.
So we are finally returning to the Mexican Riviera after a long time.
Very long.
This is the first time we've been back since Christmas of 2017. I know.
Almost 10 years.
I know, it's been a long time.
Long time.
In Christmas of 2017, we sailed the Norwegian Star out of LA. It was a fabulous cruise. We were in Puerto Vallarta on Christmas Day. It was our first Christmas cruise, and so it kind of has fond memories. And we were trying to find a way to sail the Mexican Riviera again, and this cruise kind of presented itself, and we went, we'll take it. It only took 8 years and 16 cruises to get back. We're going to the same ports as last time, but we're doing different things this time.
Yes. Because why do the same old, same old?
I know, even though you wanted to do
I know.
the same
Because
thing.
it was fun the first time.
Yes, but it is nice doing some different things.
So, as you know from our previous videos, it takes a little doing to get to the actual cruise port for us. So, yeah, shocker. So here's how we are getting to San Diego. We are going to fly from Spokane to Santa Ana John Wayne Orange County International Airport on
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, no, don't do it. On Alaska Airlines, our favorite, of course, where we will then transfer over to the Santa Ana Amtrak station and catch their Pacific Surfliner down to San Diego.
Can you believe it? Matthew coordinated a train ride in our cruise. Yay! Go team!
And pre-cruise night, we will be staying at the Best Western Yacht Harbor Hotel.
Yeah, it's right near the harbor there. We have a hillside view, but I'm hoping I have views of the airport.
Of course you do.
Simple things in life, you know. I have flight tracker, you know. I have a camera.
I'm going to get some sleep that night. Let's just put it that way.
I don't see a downside. Just saying. So the next day, when we wake up, we will be boarding the Norwegian Jade. We are sailing, as we mentioned, the final Mexican Riviera sailing for the Jade. I will be teasing the crew on board here, asking if they have bought their parka for Alaska, because Juneau, Alaska set a snowfall record this year.
Yeah, all-time record.
And I was looking at the forecast for this week, and they're getting more snow.
Oh.
So the Jade is less than 2 weeks away from, or a little over 2 weeks away from being in Juneau, and they're still getting snow.
Oh.
I wish those crew members warm thoughts and lots of hot chocolate when they get to Juneau.
If we had a way to pack a snow shovel and bring it to them with a bow on it, we totally would do that.
Yeah, I'd give it to our room steward and say, here,
You're gonna need
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we depart San Diego, our first stop is Puerto Vallarta, and
After 2 sea days, of course.
we are boarding the ship downtown at the San Diego cruise terminal, which is right down on the waterfront near the USS Midway. That's the aircraft carrier that they have down on the waterfront there as a museum.
Now, keep in mind that even though we make very good plans, those plans sometimes do change.
What?
And sometimes, things get canceled or whatever. So, what we are presenting here is what we currently have planned. But like we said, things change.
And it bothers me sometimes, but I try not to let it bother me because I am a planner, as you can tell by the fact that we do have our trip pretty much planned out and we're presenting it to you. So in Puerto Vallarta, last time we went to Las Coletas Hideaway, and that was a lot of fun.
That was.
But this time we are doing a walking taco tour through Vallarta Food Tours. And it's their Old Town Taco Tour. And so it hits like 6 different taco stands or different places. And I'm super excited to try them. I'm really hoping for Susan's sake they aren't overly spicy.
I hope not.
But I do want her to at least take a bite of each one so she can, experience the flavor of them. And if the spice is too much, I'll take one for the team and finish it.
I might not have a mouth left when we get done, but hopefully.
Good news, they have milk on board the ship, and yeah.
Might be getting that. Yep.
Yep.
Second port of call will be Mazatlan, and we are planning to do a tour through NCL on that stop, where it will take us up into the mountains around Mazatlan.
Yeah, the Sierra Madres, they're called. I think it takes it to like 3 or 4 different towns.
Little tiny towns.
We get a meal in there, go to a local bakery or something like that.
Get away from the port a little bit, see the area, so.
We haven't booked that one yet because we are waiting till we're on the ship to book it. Yeah. Partly because we have shareholder onboard credit, and I want to use that for the majority of that excursion. And I can't use it until I'm on the ship in order to use it on that. So that's where we say if plans change, it's why, because if it were to sell out, then we might have to find something different.
Yeah. The last time we were in Mazatlan, we did the Shrimp Fest, and we didn't want to see shrimp for another month or 2 after the fact. So that one is available. Don't know if we'll do that one. Hopefully not.
It's kind of spendy though. That is the only problem.
It's because it's shrimp, and it's all you can eat.
Yeah, but the handmade tortillas were amazing, and handmade tortillas with all the different kinds of shrimps. Yeah. They do have a pool that you can go swimming during that shrimp fest. I don't recommend it after eating all the shrimp though, because you will sink from all the shrimp. After we were done with that one, we walked through Old Town Mazatlan,
yes.
And that's where we actually got this plate, and we got a couple of other things on our travel wall, including the fishmobile that I carefully negotiated right before, at the last stall before the cruise ship.
That's true.
And that one was actually hard to get home because of its coconut. The fish are coconuts on fishing line. So trying to wrap that thing up so it didn't get tangled and all that to get home was quite interesting, especially with a big plate. Moving on, our next port is Cabo San Lucas, and when we were in Cabo the last time, we did
day sail, luxury day sail.
That turned into a luxury whale watch because there was no wind, and so we just followed the whales around, and it was incredible. I got some gorgeous photos. But this time in Cabo, we are doing another walking taco tour. This time through one more taco tours. One more. Just one more. One more. That will not get old. How many tacos, Susan?
One more.
And we will have to compare who has better tacos, Cabo or Puerto Vallarta. We will get back to you and give you the play-by-play after we have tasted tacos from both locations. There is a Hard Rock in Cabo, so if it is open, we might have to sacrifice for the team to get our cup and our shirt. That is our normal MO, because we did get one from Key West when we were on the gym cruise. So that's a lot of fun if we are able to. And once we depart Cabo, it's sea day back to San Diego.
Now, after disembarking in San Diego, the plan initially is to store our bags somewhere and then do some things downtown. The USS Midway Museum is high on the priority list, of course. But we do have a few hours, so we'll see what happens.
It will also really be determined by how we feel when we get back to San Diego.
It's true.
Because if we're totally wiped, kind of the last thing that I'll want to do is hike through a aircraft carrier, which is the size of multiple football fields.
Lots of walking.
And, in terms of length, and then also you've got height and stairs and all that. Plus, Susan did just have surgery a couple weeks ago, and
I'm still recovering.
That's going to be another factor in how she's feeling at the end of the cruise. So if she's not feeling it and I'm not feeling it, we are not doing the Midway. We will find something else to do.
Yep.
Walk to Mexico, maybe? I want to walk across the border. You don't want to see Tijuana? We could go get tacos.
Oh my god. Anyways, and then after a little bit of some exploring in San Diego, we will catch the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner again back up to Santa Ana and catch our flight at the Orange County International Airport. And then
you left out John Wayne.
I'm so
it's
sorry.
Santa Ana, John Wayne, Orange County International Airport.
Such a long name. Yes.
John Wayne would be hurt.
Then the next day we'll fly home to Spokane.
So when we were on the Jade in 2025, summer of 2025 in Alaska. And the Jade is a dual class ship, and it's one of the mid-sized ships in Norwegian's fleet. And so when they sell off the sun in the sky, there won't really be a mid-class. I mean, there won't be really a small class except for the Spirit. So these mid-class will really become the small ships, especially with how Norwegian's planning to build into the future. So these mid-sized ships will really be the small ships of the fleet going forward.
And we are once again booked inside we've once again booked the inside staterooms towards the aft of the ship for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's nice and dark, so it's easier to get some sleep. And number 2, it's really easy to jump on those aft elevator banks and ride it down up to Great Outdoors, which is his favorite place, or down to the MDR, which we like for breakfast and dinner. So
she knows to find me up in the Great Outdoors, and then we go down to the MDR. So that's why I went up to go down.
Up to go down. That's right. And we're hoping that the Great Outdoors actually is truly functioning and not just a glorified pastry shop.
Yeah. So when we were on the Jade in summer of 2025, they would only put pastries out in the Great Outdoors in the mornings.
Mm-hmm. And then the coffee, tea, hot water.
Yeah. Other than that, the Great Outdoors was not used. They would occasionally have their bar service open out there. Yeah. You know, it was rainy most of that trip, so I totally get why they didn't open it, but it made the buffet so much more crowded.
Yeah.
And the jewel class ship buffet on the Jade was not cut out for having everybody crammed into that location. So they really need the Great Outdoors open to kind of be that pressure valve for it. When we were on the gym just a few months ago, they used the Great Outdoors quite a bit, and it was wonderful because it kept the buffet lines down a lot because people could go out to the Great Outdoors, they could get items out there, and a lot of times the Great Outdoors items were better than what was inside. And if you wanted fries, you had to go out to the Great Outdoor. No, you had to go inside for fries, but you could do more creative varieties of like cheeseburgers on the outside because they had more ingredients to make it out there, where they only had like the generic stuff inside.
But we're hoping with warmer weather, Mexico obviously, that it will be open. So
I'm looking forward to this cruise because I want to sit out in the Great Outdoors, look over the railing, watch the sea pass us by while I'm sitting there, you know, either playing a game on my phone or reading a magazine. I'm going to bring several of my train magazines that I've not had time to do anything with, and read those while I'm on the cruise and just relax, because I find that the cruise is most relaxing when I'm just smelling the sea air and watching the sea roll by.
And yes, I have a couple of books loaded onto my phone as well, so I am ready to go.
And we have plenty of sunscreen for the you know, Mexican sunshine and all that.
Yes.
You know, and whales are starting to transition up from Mexico, so you never know. We might see some on the way up or down.
Maybe.
You know, I am really good at spotting whales. So yeah.
So, remember to follow us on all our adventures and including social media postings. But the best way is to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell icon and don't forget to like this video.
And we hope you enjoy our future videos coming out on this cruise and be looking out for them in the near future.
Until later.